Agent skills. What are they? Why are they even useful, and how do you use them? Because a whole lot of people have been talking about agent skills, and it honestly just sounds like another AI buzzword. But the concept of skills is way simpler than it actually sounds. And in this video, I'll be breaking it down for you step by step. I'm hoping that this video is all you need to really master what skills are and to get started using skills. So we'll be looking at what a skill actually is, the difference between agent skills and AI agents, the structure of a skill, how to use a skill, how to build your own skill, and how to publish it out there so others can use it as well. Alright, so let's jump straight into it. What exactly is a skill? A skill is basically a reusable set of instructions that you pass to an AI agent to tell it to carry out a task in a specific way, in a specialized way, and not in a generic way. So the concept of skills were actually introduced by Anthropic in October 2025. And since then, the concept of skills has really spread really fast. A whole lot of companies, tools, and the entire ecosystem has really embraced skills and turned it to an open standard for AI agents. For example, Vercel released skills.sh, which is a CLI that allows you to easily install and use skills in your own project. So whenever you use a skill, you're basically telling an AI agent that whenever this task comes up, this is exactly how I want you to carry out the task. This is the best way I want you to carry out the task. So take for instance, you can have a skill that actually writes your YouTube titles for you, another skill that creates the SEO description, and another skill that creates the thumbnails for your video. So you can have so many skills that carry out specific tasks. And this brings me to the difference between AI agents and agent skills. So still using the YouTube publishing scenario, with an AI agent, if you tell it to create your YouTube titles, your YouTube description, your YouTube thumbnails, you realize that it actually complete this task, but it will give you in a generic manner. So it will just give you so many ideas for titles and descriptions that don't necessarily sound like you, and these results are not necessarily the best that will help you rank in YouTube's algorithm, unlike if you actually used a skill that was specialized. So you get the point, right? An AI agent is really the one completing the task, but the skill is how it knows what to do in a specific way to get the best result. So here's another example for you to really differentiate between an agent and a skill. If you have a chef that cooks your meals, the chef is the one doing the work, but you then give you recipes on how exactly to cook specific meals, right? So the recipe is the skill and the chef is the AI agent. Alright, now that we understand that, let's actually look at an example of skills. So this is the Anthropic repo, and really skills are always contained in a skills folder. So let's go into that folder. And when you get into the folder, you realize that there's a whole lot of skills. So you have a ton of different skills right here. So let's go into a specific skill and see how it is structured. So we go into this canvas design skill. And one thing you can easily understand or see from here is that there's a skill.md file. So every skill always has the skill.md file, and the skill.md file is really a file that tells the AI agent how exactly it should complete that task. So let's click into the skill.md file and see the structure. So here's what I want you to pay attention to. A skill always has a YAML structure that contains the name and the description at the very top of the skill.md file. So this YAML part is very important because this is how the AI understands when to use the skill. So if the description is vague, the skill won't work properly. So when you scroll down, you see the skills contains the full instructions of how the skill should be executed. So there are a ton of different skills. Let's check out another skill. So this is the front-end design skill. And like you notice, there's a skill.md file. This is compulsory for all skills. So clicking into the skill.md file, you see the structure. It's a YAML structure that has a name and a description that tells the AI agent how the skill should be carried out. And it also details other information at the bottom of the skill. So basically, a skill is really a skill.md file that contains instruction on how to carry out a specific task. There are different ways to add a skill to your project, but one of the easiest ways is using Vercel's CLI, which is the skill.sh. So to access it, just go straight to skills.sh, and when you land here, this is really the UI that you see. So there's so many skills right now. You can see that there are over 90,000 skills that you can have access to, and that is just wild. You can see the trending skills in the last 24 hours, the hot skills. So take your time to go through all of these skills. You can search for whatever skill you want. For the purpose of this video, we're actually going to be using this front-end design skill. So this front-end design skills will help us build out a landing page, but we'll be building out 2 different landing pages. In the first project, we'll build out the landing page using Claude Code, but we won't be installing any skills in that project. We want to see how Claude Code will just generate the landing page for us. And in the second project, we'll be installing this front-end design skills, and we'll be prompting Claude Code with the exact prompt that we gave it in the first project, and we'll be seeing how it completes this project using skills. I'm going to be using Claude Code for this, and I have a prompt that I'm just going to copy out, and this is the project that has no skills. You can see that I've titled it with no skills. So basically I'm going to be sending a prompt to Claude Code. So let's kick off our Claude Code, send in this prompt. So basically I'm telling Claude Code to build out a landing page for a product called Fudge. I'm giving it all the sections that it should have: a hero section, a strong headline, a testimonial, features highlighting 3 key benefits, a testimonial section. So Claude Code is going to build out this landing page for us, obviously with no skills. So while it's doing that, let's go into another project. This project is really a Next.js project, in case you're wondering. So in this project, I'm actually going to install the front-end design skills. So let's actually copy the installation command right here. So go back into a project and paste it in. So it's asking for the agent. I'm using Claude Code. I'm just going to accept it. Installation scope should be project. And I'm going to select the installation method as symlink because I don't want to have multiple copies of the same skill everywhere. Yes, it's completed the installation, and that's cool. So now we're going to send in that same prompt that we gave Claude Code to build in the other project with no skill. So let me activate Claude Code right here and paste in the exact prompt. So Claude Code is going to build out the landing page for Fudge, and I can't wait to see what it comes up with. Alright, so Claude Code just finished building the landing page with no skills. So let me actually start up my dev server to see how this looks like in the browser. This is what Claude Code has created for us for the Fudge landing page, and looking at it, it doesn't look so bad, right? It has the headline, the sub-headline, the buttons, but one thing you can instantly spot it looks very AI generated. A whole lot of landing pages actually look like this. So you have the title or the headline, the sub-headline, the buttons at the bottom, you have the 3-column layouts with the cards, you have the ChatGPT emoji icons right there. To be fair, it's not bad, but it looks very AI-like. It looks very generic, right? This is what Claude Code came up with no skills. So let's check out what Claude Code came up with the skills. This is the with skills project, and I'm just going to start up the local host and go back to the browser. So let me drag this up right here, and honestly I'm almost speechless because this looks so good. Like, this looks amazing. Let's take a look at the use of fonts. You would definitely not see any AI agent create a landing page with this font. This looks amazing, and it's really hard to tell that this was created with AI, right? It looks like a human. Someone actually coded this up and built this landing page. And you look at the entire structure. I mean, just take a look at the code snippet right here. It's looking really beautiful already. Look at the layout, look at the use of fonts, look at the use of the hover effect. Everything looks amazing, creative, and modern. This is the page that was built with the front-end design skill, and this is the page that was built without any skill at all. So which would you pick? The answer is obvious, right? You rather pick the one with the front-end design skill. So that is the power of using a skill. With a skill, you can carry out a task in a specialized way to get the best results. So I would say you should go ahead to play around with skills.sh. So go ahead to try out so many skills, cutting from content, design, social media publishing, and a whole lot more. Just search for your skill, install the skill in your project, and use it immediately. Now, we've looked at how to install a skill and use the skill in your project. But what if you actually want to build out a skill from scratch? How exactly can you do this? So I'm going to show you right now. So right now I have a repository or directory called building a skill. And the first thing you want to do whenever you want to build a skill from scratch is to create a folder called skills. So that's where all your skills will live. So at the top right here, I'm going to create a folder called skills. So inside this folder, we'll start to create the particular skill that you want. So to create a skill, you're going to use the npx CLI. We used it earlier. So if you want to see all the commands that you can run, simply type npx skills -- help. So this will show you all the possible commands that you can use when you're creating a skill. So you can use the add command, which is what we use to install the skill. You can use the remove command, but for the purpose of creating a skill, you're actually going to be using the init command, which helps us to initialize a skill. So right now I want to build out a skill that helps me to generate YouTube titles for all of my videos. So how exactly can I do this? So I'm going to type the command npx skills init. Remember the init command, and this skill should be in my skills folder. So I'm going to put skills, and then the name of my skill, I'm actually going to call this YouTube title generator. That's the name of my skill, and send this in. So that command has helped us to create the bare bones for this YouTube title generator skill. So when you click into it, you see that you have a skill.md file. Remember, this is bare bones, right? So we have the structure, which is the YAML structure I talked about earlier, that has the name and the description. Right now, as you can see, this skill.md file is just the bare bones. It doesn't have the actual details that will help us to generate specialized YouTube titles. So to populate the skill.md file with the right information that will help you to build out specialized YouTube titles, what do? Well, Anthropic actually has a skill called Skill Creator, and basically this skill is where you send into your AI agents to create specialized skills for you. So let's go over to Vercel's skills.sh, and in here I'm going to search for the Skill Creator skill. Okay, I should have a dash. Skill Creator. Yep. So this is it right here, and you can see it has 139.5k weekly installs. That means many people are creating skills. So you should also create a skill today. So you copy this command and go back into your folder, and in a new terminal, you actually want to send in your skill. So you want to install your skill right here. I'm going to drag it up for you to see. I'm using Claude Code. I'm going to install the skill in the project. Select Steam link. And right now I have the Skills Creator skill installed in my project. So the next thing, which you probably have guessed, is to use Claude to help me build out my YouTube title generator skill properly. So it's going to be reading and learning from the creator skill that I just installed, and based off of that, it's going to build out my YouTube title generator. So I'm going to activate Claude right here. So I have my prompt right here. I'm just going to copy it all and then send it into Claude Code. So that's what I'm telling Claude Code to do. So I'm telling Claude Code to learn from the skill creator skill and use the knowledge to create a new skill in this exact part, the skills YouTube title generator / skill.md. So I want this to be a reusable, publishable skill called YouTube title generator. So I'm giving it the goal, what the skill should instruct Claude to do, the structure of the skill, and I'm really just going to wait for Claude to cook this up for me and create my YouTube title generator skill. Alright, so Claude is cooking and it's actually almost done. So I can't wait to see what it has built for us. So yeah, Claude cooked for 1 minute 33 seconds. Alright, so we have the name of the skill, which is YouTube title generator. We have the description of the skill, and then we have more details of the skill. So the YouTube title generator, giving it the instruction, giving it the inputs, the steps, identify the primary keyword, generate 10 title options, pick the top 3, alternate the angles, and the output format. Use the exact output format for the title. So yep, that's literally how to build out a skill. So now I have my YouTube title generator skill, but how can I publish it so it's visible and usable by others out there? So basically all you need to do is to push this to a GitHub repo. So I'm also going to tell Claude to push this to a GitHub repo for me. There we go. So we have the repo for my skill. So let me check this out. It's opening it right here. I'm gonna drag this up to this screen so you can see. This is the skill that I just created. When we go into this folder, you see that you have the YouTube title generator skill, and as usual you have the skill.md file, and this is exactly what others would see and start to use. So right now I've published my skill to this GitHub repo. Anyone can use the skill right now, but I want to show you how the skill works. I want to demo that to you before we go. So I'm going to be using the skill in a totally different project, different from where we built it. So I'm going to be using it in this project. So let me actually install it. So to install a skill, you're going to use the npx skills command. Remember, add, and then you go back to the GitHub repo to grab this part right here. So we paste in the link to the repository. So this would add the skill into my project. I'm using Claude Code. I want it to be project, symlink, install. And I'm going to activate my Claude Code right here. And if I go to /skills, you see that I have my YouTube title generator installed in this project. So I'm going to tell Claude to generate a title for my YouTube video where I teach Claude Code agent skills. Okay, it has come up with title ideas. So let's see. Claude Code agent skills, how to create, install, and use them. Perfect. How to build Claude Code agent skills from scratch. What are Claude Code agent skills and why you need them? So these are 10 title options, and it didn't just stop there. It's actually picked the 3 top ones that I should use, right? So these are the 3 topics that it picked for me, and it also generated alternative angles. So angles that are SEO first, if I want to rank with specialized keywords, curiosity first, broad audience, and niche specific. So this is exactly how to use a skill that you built. You notice that if I just went into ChatGPT or even told Claude Code to come up with titles, it will probably not be as detailed. And I didn't have to explain the tone of my video, give it so much context. It came up with this on its own. So yeah, that's about it with skills. How to use them, what differentiates them from AI agents, the structure of a skill, how to actually create your own skill, and how to publish and use it. That's really all you need to know about skills for now. It's basically a markdown folder that helps you to carry out a task in a specialized way. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, then don't forget to hit the like button, drop a comment, and please subscribe to my channel because it encourages me to create more videos like this for you. My name is Esther, and on this channel, I teach you how to work smarter and faster using AI. I'll see you in the next one.